Never in a video that comparing because Madden against my father. You guys will not hear him, but you will hear him start screaming at the end if he starts winning. I might lose because he is pretty good at Madden. I'm gonna tell you this right now. He is pretty good. So I might lose. But make sure you hit this like and subscribe button for me, y'all. Let's get into the game. I'm gonna call him over.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers,
He looks the way.
big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. Cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole.
And got him hot, ayy. Man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big skin when he stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy,
Come on, Dad.
50s and 20s, no flies and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she wanted like me cause I like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like we keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue punts, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Going big, going big. Everywhere going on the click. Way too many when they notice it.
I'm the coach. You're locked in.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain.
I'm trying to so bad. My elbow gonna break.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Well, I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with this quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run from the pistol with Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch. But still, no yardage. Okay.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Oh, he dropped it?
And that could be a major momentum swing
He
here
dropped
early.
it. Look, I got
Because
offensive
the
legs.
defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The football going back to Green Bay here. And Charles, as we talked about earlier, they're 3-0. Now, Matt LaFleur, 3-0 as the head coach of the Packers. The only other coach to start 3-0 was some guy named Lombardi. I forget who that was. Pretty good company.
I would say so. And Matt LaFleur's looking around at all of his first-year colleagues in the NFL, most of them struggling, and thinking to himself, this head coaching thing, I got this down. Let's keep moving. The Packers playing really well on defense, and 3 of their next 4 are at home. So they really have to take advantage of this schedule. Thursday night, they welcome in the Eagles. And the Eagles are 1-2 and need it in a big way.
What did you do?
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted, and the ball is knocked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they
How did
take
he
care of the
pick that
football,
back up?
number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
From the third, now here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Ingram. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. 6-0 our score after 1. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Jackson now throwing on 4th down. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. All right, we got a second here. Let's have some fun. Let's be cheesy, because why not? So we have the 71st Emmys on Sunday. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Oh, I should have ran around a little bit more.
They're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams. 41 yards.
Oh, my God.
It has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spot right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish the stride and put this ball in the end zone.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
I need somebody.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. Take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jones taking it in. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Oh, you want me to touch the blue?
This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram.
No.
Fancy footwork at the 45.
Oh, my God.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
If you would have juked that off.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
That was a check. That was supposed to be a check.
It'll be second down.
That was a head on. I ain't just going for that no more. On second down, it's Ingram, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They toss to Ingram. Broken tackle. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 2nd down, Ingram.
No!
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, maybe you take a shot here, maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
No!
Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez.
You were so ready for me to throw it to him, and you wasn't telling me to stop.
And the Packers have retaken the lead.
Oh,
I know
no.
these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
How you pick up? A field goal.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Delaying game, offense.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Why are you doing that? Just
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is now 2. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Oh, no.
Most of the time in the first half,
You lucky I was ready to kill you that first hit.
Half, you're really scripting
I
more
was
like
about
8 to
to
10.
kill
Kind
you
of
that
starter
first hit.
or opener, whatever terminology they use.
Keep
Just
doing it.
something to get you off
Keep
to a
doing
quick
it.
start.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face
so
a
I was
third
ready to
down.
kill you with him.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the
Hey,
defensive
go
end.
out.
On third down, Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
I knew he was going to do that. I was
Jackson,
just thinking
always a
about that. I was like, I really hope he don't do that toxic
NFL's leading
stuff.
rusher among QBs a year ago. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They run once more with Edwards. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Proud of you, bro.
A first down pickup of 8.
Bus.
Any team that runs
That's
the toss
Edwards?
and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They'll run on first down. Edwards.
Yeah, you know better not to go in that hole.
But instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field
Running
because
play.
they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Pass and play.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
You didn't catch that?
Complete to Hurst.
No!
That one good for the completion
Bro, you
percentage.
stood
but no
there
gain.
like, oh, I'm about to
Third
go over
down.
me. Like, I was holding triangle. I promise you I was. I clicked on it so fast. I thought he was going to jump. Oh,
play
my
coming
God.
up.
You
Here's
just
third
doing a
and
whole
10.
I would
touchdown,
expect to see some
bro.
pressure here.
I clicked on it and
As
pressed
they come to the
triangle.
line, they will not be able to get off
They can
another
show it
play
even in the
as time
replay.
has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. 20! Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No, we got outside of him.
Under the category
He's
of
too
obvious,
fast.
you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long.
No,
and somehow
bro, I'm not
he
with
finds
that.
his way downfield and picks it up.
How
Now,
do
if you
I
look
miss
at the
that? Like,
coverage
come on now. How did
defensively,
he get
oh,
out
this
that
is
tackle?
great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Gosh, oh, he shouldn't be running. He's a little fat. He's
So the big
overrated his
play
speed
means
in this
just like
game.
that, they'll operate from
His
the red
speed is a
zone now on
99.
first down. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson.
Thank you. I knew it. Nobody!
To
No!
his own 17-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it. Complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No way.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams.
No way. That was like pass. That was like passing.
Making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
There we go.
Open man is Allison, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
I was going to say.
Geronimo Allison, 55 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Yes.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes this a 9-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
I was
and a good
going to
return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here we go. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
Oh, I thought you were going to take that.
Once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
I bet you didn't run through that hole.
Well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. Jackson flushed to his right. He'll get the first. Oh, no, he lost the football.
What?
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Oh, what's up, man?
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now
no way he got that off.
And this is caught.
No way. Yes, that's exactly what you get for juicing.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker.
That was like a little tap pass.
First down. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. And no signal yet.
Yeah,
I don't
that
think he
was
got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain. And he takes
How come that one it gets
into
open?
the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Jones.
No! I should have kept going! No!
But still
I should have kept going!
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
No.
Here's J.K. Scott now. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep
I
here
think,
with his first
I think he's going to
punt.
try to do it.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
You would have thought for me to go for it. Come on, this is never second. He can't score.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal.
Let's go!
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. To the INT, it's Rodgers. This is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, you know, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. You know, we've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock? Right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? All those things come into play.
Huh?
A couple people said like 2K19 better than 2K20. They said by the time they find out how to do crossovers and stuff, 2K19 got 2K20. So I'm like crossover different.
The Twins.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
That's money. Add me as a friend. Cause I'm ready to stream 2K. Alright, let's end the stream for playing my father. I beat him, which is very shocking, but I'm gonna go ahead and go stream from 2K right now.